What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Besiege. Yes, today we're having an honest-to-God Besiege episode. Not a showcase of a mod or a teaser for the episode 100, but I kind of want to, say this anyways. If you have not seen the teaser for Besiege episode 100, I can highly recommend that you go and check it out. There's a link in the description to it. I'll also post a little screenshot right here so you can see what it's all about. But yeah, pretty interesting. So this first one here is not really much of a creation that I want to go into detail with because there's not much detail. I just kind of want to see, yeah, 0G, I think that's going to work well. So these, there's not much to. This is a pair of headphones and these are the Beats by Dre. And the reason that I'm having this here is, first of all, let's just start the simulation. You can see these headphones right here. They're just sort of right? But this highlights a huge joke that is on the Besiege Slack team. I hang out there all the time and I also chat with people like a lot on there, so that's pretty awesome. Like we all have a good time there, but we also have the running joke, which is that if Dregast and I were to ever make a band, we would call it Beasts by Dre, and I think that's absolutely hilarious. Dregast, in case you see this somehow magically, let's make a band. Now, one thing that you may or may not notice is that there is a red skin pack outside of this, and there is, normal blocks in here. Actually, what I tried to do was to download the skin pack that this one said I should, in order to make it work. But that skin pack, it took up 86 megabytes, I think, like at least over 80 megabytes, and that's because there was like 30, maybe even 40 or 50 skin packs included in that zip file, so that is insane, and I deleted a lot of it. Reason being that if I wanted to put all of that into the game, it would take such a long time to start up my my Besiege game in general. And also, for people who may submit a machine to me that is like 10 skin packs included, that is too much. Okay, that's literally too much. I mean, I may have some of those skin packs already, so I'll see about it, but 10 skin packs, that's a little bit overkill. Alright, let's get into the creations for real. This one is the Wankel Rotor, I think. I think that was the name. Let me just, yeah, Wankel Rotor, okay. And this one here is rather interesting as well, just because of the design alone. Now, if I just select the key mapper, or, rather show key maps, there is no functionality whatsoever. But today, we're taking a look at the potential things this one can do. Now, first of all, I want to try to make this into a huge freaking wheel, and I have an idea of how to do so. We're also going to check out a few other things that we may or may not be able to do with this. I guess we're going to confirm those today. So yeah, the last brace over there, and I think that will be good. Also, I think maybe because this one is rather heavy, which is also something the creator said, so I need to put the speed up to 2. But as you can see here, whenever I go forwards and then backwards, and then it sort of starts to shimmy a little bit from the left to the right, and all of a sudden we can hold in one key. Come on, push it. Yes, there we go. And then it behaves like this. I want to try to, okay, well, that was early. So what I want to try with this is to make it into a car. Now, how can I do this? How can I rebuild this 3 more times? Well, all I need to do is to select the building tools, and then I can mark all of the blocks. I can duplicate that block, and then, or the blocks rather, and then I can roll it over here. That is the way I would do it. After that, you deselect this over here again, and then you take the select blocks again, you select everything, and then you duplicate once more and simply drag it back here. Okay, the block count is getting rather high. Trying to start. Okay, so this is 100%. God damn, this is crazy. I think we're roughly around 1,000 blocks. I think I checked this out before. Is it really this slow? Okay, let me try to check the, oh, come on. Yeah, 1,136 blocks. Honestly, guys, I kind of have my doubts on this one, but I'm gonna try to finish this either way. Yeah, there's no way this is gonna go correctly, but now we have more force on each wheel. However, it is still incredibly heavy. So 16%, I guess. Okay, maybe we can speed that up just a little bit. What happened there? I think I know what happened. Okay, I'm not an idiot here. I'm just testing out some things to see if this is gonna work first. Oh god, the lag. Okay, well, we are also at 47%. So invincibility mode should be able to drag this vehicle along. Oh, look at that, it's actually moving. Okay, this is starting to drop the frame rates like crazy. There we go, that's a bit more smooth. A little slower as well, but a lot smoother. Just look at that. That is incredible wheels. I mean, obviously there's not any suspension, there's not any turning. Look at how the wheels are bending. This is crazy. Okay, so the front wheels are sort of going apart while the top of the back wheels is smushing itself together. What is happening now on the front there? My god. Yeah, this was not a good idea. Can I maybe save this? Can I at least pull up the wheel somehow? Or is this, oh god. You know what, this shouldn't honestly be possible in invincibility mode. What am I doing? Okay, you know what, I gotta stop this. Okay? I'll be right back once I load this in again. But the next thing that I want to try to do is make it fly. Alright, time to make this one fly. As you can see, I have removed all of the holders out on the side. One thing to note is that the creator said this one was very heavy, and that is also kind of why he abandoned this project, so he's not actually working on this anymore. However, you can still set this to like more than less of the half of the weight. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, you get the point, right? So you can basically just edit those and it'll be less than half the weight and it'll be a lot lighter. But that is not what I'm going to try to do today. Today, we're going to make this one, yes, fly. I just said that. I don't know why I'm repeating myself, but it's okay. So let's put these ones on here all the way around and I'll see you once I'm done. Yeah, look at that, guys. This is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so what I want to do next is just select everything and then I can take this and I can pull it down to 90 degrees. There we go. So now it's flat and I guess this should work. And once again, back up to 100%. So this is going to be interesting to see if it's even going to take a... Oh, the middle is spinning. That means it doesn't have way too much friction on the ground. Oh, okay. So it seems to me it kind of wants to take off, but it's not doing a very good job. Did I forget the speed? Yes, I did. I forgot the speed in here. Okay, that's very, very important in case we also want to take off, I think, because that one before was a little bit too slow. So let's try this one more time. God, just the pattern there itself, that looks amazing. Okay, are we? Oh my god, we're taking off. Yes, this is amazing. Okay, well, crap. Am I in invincibility mode? Yes, I am. Maybe I should just go ahead and disable that. So really what I'm looking for here, because of invincibility mode being off, is there any change in the stability? You know what? To me, it looks a little bit more stable, which is kind of surprising. Yeah, now it's starting to tilt again. I bet we can make this a lot more stable, okay? A lot more stable. I just gotta do one thing. Jesus. Try to select everything there, then duplicate that, and then pull that out. And then what I want to do is mirror this on the x-axis. Yes, there we go. So now these two are pretty much parallel to each other. Oh my god, the lag. I'm hoping this is gonna work. It looks to be going the correct way at least. So let's see if it will still take off. Yes. And you know what? Even though we just took off, it still looks to me like this is a lot more stable. Again, we may need 2 more. So I'll try to copy those on. But you know, right about now, we are at 46, way up to 50%, and it starts to lag. So I'm a little bit concerned about putting on the last 2, but let's give it a shot. Okay, looking good, looking pretty good. Everything is rotating in the direction that it's supposed to rotate. I also took the time to flip all these propellers around so it's gonna take off. So hopefully, yes. And again, I know we're very early into the takeoff process, but this is amazingly stable. If anyone wants to, I guess you can make some sort of controls to control this creation in the middle of it, like just suspend the starting block there and that'll be that, but also put on some sort of like torque steering or whatever. I'm not too sure, but either way, the pieces are there. Alright, we're back in the good old sandbox. So this one here has a few mini games attached to it, or rather fun activities. So let's try to go up. Go up. Do I need to unpin it? Yes, I needed to unpin it. Okay. So I think there is a stabilization system within this one as well, because as you can see, whenever I go forwards right here, it is tilting, but it's not tilting too much. So I have no clue how these stabilization systems are made, but it is beautiful, right? Just look at that. I can even boost myself up a little bit by ascending, and in case I don't want to go forwards anymore, then all I can hold is shift, and that will, kind of tilt me back, but it's saving itself. Now I also think there was some form of, whoa, what the hell is happening to the ground? Okay, I'm a little bit too high up, but I think there was an anti-gravity system within the tank itself. So in case I hold N, yes, okay. And as you can see up there, yeah, those rotors right there is separating from the tank and the airship. And I'll get back to that in just a little bit. But as you can see, we are falling very, very slowly, but we're still at 100%. That is because of, oh, hang on. Yes, there we go. That is beautiful. That is because of the anti-gravity system in there. So as soon as I deactivate that, you can see that the balloon pops, and look at how much torque, okay, this tank generates. I can't remember if it said on the page that you would need any type of like invincibility mode for this. I don't think you do, so let's attack these guys over here. This is not the main purpose, but it's still cool. Let's wreck these tents. I am overtaking your village, and also your lives. Okay, so let's just return to the, what is it, the airship. Where in the heck is the airship? There it is. So as you can see here, it is basically stabilizing itself, and I can still go forwards, I can still turn, even though we have dropped the tank, so the center of mass kind of changed. And that is also what the two other rotors are for. I'm not too sure where they went. So of course there's one more thing. Oh my god, what happened to the aimer there? You know what, it's fine, it's okay. I should be experienced enough in Besiege so that I can do this without any, oh god, what is happening to the cannon there? Let's just try to shoot. Well, crap. Trying this one more time, like right about there. Let's see how that does. No, I'm still missing. I'm still missing every single shot. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna try to go to the right a little bit and then just shoot and shoot and shoot, and that did not work at all. But this just is an amazing creation, and I can definitely recommend that you go and check this one out in the description below. Again, there is a link to every single creation that I'm using in the description, and I missed that in the previous episode. I'm super sorry about that, but I couldn't find the links anywhere. I mean, everything just kind of gets lost within the workshop whenever a week or so passes by, and I just could not find it anywhere. But either ways, go ahead, check this one out. Link is in the description. And last up today, we have this. This one is called the Devil. I'm not really too sure what is in here. Okay, so that's like a turning system or whatever. Maybe, yeah, okay, that's obviously for the turrets up there. Now, there's not any way to raise the cannons other than going forwards and then have that force basically raise it up. But I still want to try to take down this castle here, or, well, the tower. Yes, amazing. That didn't take long. We also got the first-person view of the car right here. And as you can see down there, like, that is an amazing turning system. People are very good at coming up with all these things. So let me just, oh, wait, I think I'm about to hit a bomb outside, aren't I? Yeah, there's one right in front of me right there. Okay, I'm gonna try to get around that. No, don't hit it. Don't hit it. Yeah, that's better. That is much better. Also, just the engine. I mean, the entire creation in general. Look at that design. It looks so menacing. And one thing that I kind of forgot to show you is, of course, all the smoke that comes with it as well. And look at how big this one is. Seriously. I mean, compared to the tents there, this is probably like 5 tents, like, put together. I don't even know anymore, but it's freaking awesome. It's having quite a lot of trouble with turning very sharply, but I guess that doesn't really matter too much whenever you can also turn the guns up there. Oh, and on terrain, how does it do? I mean, it is basically taking the shape of the terrain. Let's try this little bump here as well. Yeah, look at that. The suspension is, oh, wow. Okay, I spoke too early. But just the whole system down here. I mean, if you showed me this, I would kind of know what's going on, but this is incomprehensible for me and for a lot of other people. But basically what I think is happening here is that he has tried, the creator, to make this suspension system as stable as possible by putting on 2 rows of hinges instead of just 1. That makes it a lot more stable. And then the 2 pistons in here, which I can just start here, yeah, as you can see, that is moving. And then we have the hinge over there as well with a ball joint that's attached to the wheel itself. I mean, there is so much complexity. And another small thing that also makes it turn is this right here. This is on the same controls. So I guess that it needs the torque to be able to turn, because this one is a huge creation, and I don't even think there's that many blocks, to be honest, but it still must be heavy because of all the blades. Yeah, look at that. 414 blocks. That is quite a lot, to be honest. That is a lot. But these guys over here in sheer numbers is simply not enough. I need a better challenge. Okay, I did not see the bounding box before right about now. Let me just go ahead and put free build mode on. Right, I'm gonna turn off that music there because that is it tends to get very loud. Oh god, there's still thunder. It's okay though, but this, I mean, just the design. I love the design. I know I say that to every single creation, but I truly do love the design of this one. So let's make a war with these guys. I think I can just kind of go backwards, and then there's no way to tilt this one down, so that's kind of sad, but I can still, well, hopefully fire a lot. Yes, I can. Okay, well, as soon as I go into another zone, it deactivates the infinite ammo, so I need to put that one back on, but they are dying like crazy. Maybe I need to go forward just a little bit more, because now I'm not hitting anybody, or at least I'm not killing anybody with them. Yeah, look at that. They are just standing still, kind of preventing me from going in there. But no one shall prevent the beast. I can't see anything now. Okay? This is a good explanation of why I could not see anything. The knockback was so intense that it actually flipped itself backwards. I'm gonna try to pull this one down here just by taking it right about there, trying not to break the creation. Again, because we're not in invincibility mode, and god, the lag. I'm gonna have to turn this down. Hey, guys, hey, I'm not ready. Leave me alone. But honestly, guys, I'm just stunned by the front of this. This looks so cool. Like, really, all this bevel and all this detail. How in the hell do you think this up? Again, I know this, like the front, may be kind of easy, but to think up all of these suspension systems and how it's gonna go together, and at the same time also these chain guns up here, amazing design. However, we can still wreck the village and look cool at the same time, and once again, I'm not running over anybody. It's fine. Maybe we should have like a little spinny blade below the creation there. I don't know, and honestly, it's not really needed because we still got the bitchin' ass chain guns up here. But either ways, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning into another episode of some more Besiege, and we are getting closer to episode 100, so I'm very, very excited to see what you guys think of that. Someone asked me, I hope this is not a no man's potato. Don't worry, I'm not Sean Murray. Hey, that kind of rhymed. Don't worry, I'm not Sean Murray. Either way, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for tuning into some more Besiege. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Don't know what the hell is happening to the ground, but that is strange. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.